Hey, so heals are supposed to get their shit kicked in, right? That's good, because our face still hasn't healed completely, and it's time for our next match. And then Quota, when the match starts, giving a really inspirational speech about the triumph of the human spirit, and that's not... No, Quota, that's not what heals do. The crowd's cheering for Quota, too. You're being a heel wrong. So this match is a simultaneous match, which means we have 2 teams of 2, and the first team to get a pin or submission wins. At least we're going to be able to do the losing part of being a heel, right? Because we have almost no stamina. So there are quite a few easy ways to approach a simultaneous match if you actually want to win. The easiest is to get one of the enemy team members outside of the ring and get them disqualified by countout. And another easy way is simply to protect your partner at all times, so that way your partner doesn't get a chance to lose and he can do the pin himself. It's different in tag matches, because in tag matches you can hog all the glory, but in simultaneous matches you have to actually work with the AI partner. I was doing a surprisingly good job surviving until I get my dumbass superplexed, and that's it. That's it, I'm done, it's just over. But we do get guaranteed pay, so even though we fucking lost big time, we still go in the green. Thankfully, we can stop leaking money now. We have a contract for 37 fucking weeks, oh boy. And our next match, it's pretty fucking hardcore. It's 6-man countdown elimination in a steel cage. And what this means is that the match starts with 2 people, but a new wrestler gets added every 2 minutes, and all the wrestlers fight each other until only one is left standing. It's pretty fucking brutal. And I know we're supposed to be playing heel, but fuck that. Beating up 6 wrestlers in a row without losing and being the last man standing, that sounds rad as hell. You know, there's no weapons in here and shit. I can't cheese the enemy by running outside the ring and dragging them around everywhere. This is just pure skill right here. Quota takes down the first wrestler, Duke Miniman, with no trouble, because we switched to a better camera angle, but now we're facing Obelisk, and Obelisk is the strongest fighter in Maple Leaf Grappling. The strongest. But I guess he must have really shit stamina, because it only takes 1 sitting stunner before we can pin him and get him out of the match. That's 2 down already. We already got 2 down. But then shit gets a little more complicated, because High Note is actually reasonably agile, so we can't just get rid of him by punching him over. What is Duke Miniman still doing in the fucking ring? We don't manage to defeat High Note before the next wrestler, Manny Quinn, gets called in, but this could work to our advantage. Manny Quinn could finish off High Note for us while we sit on the ropes not fucking doing anything. And if you're thinking the way I'm playing must be really shitty for ratings, you're right. It is really shitty for ratings, and as a result, the owner of Maple Leaf Grappling probably won't be too happy, but winning does increase our popularity with fans. It isn't long before 3rd wrestler gets called in here with us, Bubba Hyena. We're going to be seeing a lot of Bubba Hyena. Never good things about Mr. Bubba. High Note's been barely hanging on for a while, so let's get Quota to just sneak in here real quick, and come on. Yeah, there we go, only 2 left. And now we're just taunting, while we're on top of the ropes, we're just taunting. You know, so much for that whole heel thing we were gonna try. The fans are cheering, we're taunting, our special meter's going up, we've defeated the most opponents. I think our career as a heel was over before it could really start. Look, this stopped being about the business a while ago, alright? Somewhere around 1 minute into this match, this stopped being about Maple Leaf Grappling, and it started being about Quota. Started being about Quota triumphing against the odds. Quota becoming a fucking superhero that all children can look up to and admire. Alright, good. Bubba is eliminated, which only leaves us with Manny. Oh, and our special's ready from all that taunting. I think we got this. I think we just won 6-man elimination. Let's see. Come on, baby. So was it worth pissing off our employer and betraying our friends? Absolutely. We are 70% popular, and we gave one of those guys a fucking rib fracture, alright? This was definitely fucking worth it. Before our next match, it's time to meet with Rusty Rose, the owner of Maple Leaf Grappling, and he asks us if we want to change up our moves, and no. I chose these very specific moves for a reason. No, we're good with what we have. It's a good thing we have creative freedom, or he could totally fuck us over. Y'all adapt your ass. Up next is 8-man tag elimination, where we have 2 teams of 4 and we tag in and out and eliminate the wrestlers of the other team, and it can descend into complete anarchy pretty fucking quickly depending on how you play. See, I can barely tell what the fuck is happening here. Switching back to the normal camera was a bad idea. We spend a long time tagged out of the match so that way we can just kinda watch, and we'll hop back in later when everyone's weak enough for us to steal all the glory. It's fortunate for Quota that most of these men are really fucking slow. They're strong, but they're really fucking slow, as opposed to us. We're really fucking fast and really fucking strong. Which the game mistakes for the same thing as being big, which you'll see later. So a bad thing about tag teams is that when you actually pin someone, everyone from both teams floods the ring and starts beating the shit out of each other and the ref can't handle it. It's not a good time. Sir, you are not even supposed to be in the ring. Put me down. Do not do this. Do not do this. You're not even supposed to be in the ring right now. And I think our back is hurt. We can't stand up straight. This isn't good. Just gonna, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna get in the audience for a bit here and run away. Yeah. Please someone help me. I've been trying to tag out for so long, but nobody's letting me tag out, and everyone's following me. It's a good thing our agility stat is so high because that means we're really fucking good at running away from everyone and taking cheap shots. Otherwise we would have lost so long ago. At least Aftershock is in worse shape than we are. Seems to have gotten the most out of that brawl. Most hits out of that brawl on the outside of the ring. So I think we can take him down here. No, it's fine, I got it. Don't enter the ring. You know, that whole strategy of running away and taking pot shots barely worked against Coach Emerson. I am shocked it is working so well against all of these people. No, do not come into the ring. I've got this. I wanted you earlier, and you weren't here earlier, but now I've got this. Yeah, that's right. Walk closer, asshole. I can run faster than you. I'm not afraid of shit. You know, this whole comedic running away while taunting thing, really good for our special meter, I gotta say. I should have considered taunting while running before. It's a great way to multitask. Really, I can't imagine something more humiliating than losing to a man who regains his health by running around in the audience and doing taunts. You know, you're damn right our profile has improved considerably because we won. We won that match. We're going all the way to the fucking top, baby. Screw Maple Leaf Grappling. We're going all the way to the top. Speaking of screwing Maple Leaf Grappling, our next match is against Rusty Rose, the guy that runs Maple Leaf Grappling, and he's considerably pissed. There are actually a lot of ratings mechanics in place you can't see when you're playing as the wrestler. Like, Rusty is really fucking angry and says we don't contribute anything to the Maple Leaf brand, which, you know, that's a fair statement. That's a fair statement. We've really been working on our own brand and using Maple Leaf as a springboard, so this is a very valid complaint to have. But, you know, it occurred to me, Rusty, $500 isn't jack shit. And we're not gonna stay here making $500 and jerking you off forever. After we're done using you like a rag, we're gonna find a better promoter and we're gonna take a belt. So that probably could have gone better. He made us submit in under a minute. That was pretty terrible. Probably the worst match of our career. And our very next match is against Rusty again. He must be really fucking pissed at us, but that's okay. I've got a strategy this time. Yeah, come and get me now, you old fart. You aren't so tough after I beat you in the face with a fucking chair, now are you? I didn't think so. I didn't think so, Mr. Rusty. I'll show you what your brand is worth. And you know what? We'll take our popularity back. We're gonna take that popularity back that you stole from us, you little bitch. In case you're wondering why we didn't get disqualified, it's because in some matches weapons are legal outside of the ring. We should really get ourselves a weapon when we get enough money. Next we have a meeting with Vito Soprano, one of the other Maple Leaf wrestlers, and he asks if we would like to team up with him and Bubba Hyena. Bubba Hyena is his manager. And you know, this could be a good opportunity for us to get even more popular by getting into more group fights and winning more group battles by ourselves. Let's use these people too, just like we used Rusty. These team matches we're getting into should make for a great way to boost our popularity, especially since we're facing wrestlers that we fought before. And we're very popular with the fans as it is. I mean, we're just kind of shitting all over Maple Leaf Grappling and everyone in Maple Leaf Grappling. But, you know, we're winning. We're winning our own game. And after winning that really boring match super easily, we're gonna get ourselves a bat. Get ourselves a nice wooden baseball bat, you know? I think that would really help us out. The next match is a last laugh match, which means the team to get the last pin is the one that wins. The last pin before the timer runs out. Which I think is kind of bullshit, but I have a way to spin this in our favor. First order of business is to get a pin, which should be pretty easy considering how injured these guys are from their last fight with us. Second order of business is to get the weakest link disqualified, as such, so that way we only have to worry about pinning one guy. It's 2 against 1 now. I think we've got this handled. Aftershock is all out of stamina. His partner's not here anymore. Both of us are competent wrestlers. We've got this. Come on, that was nothing. You guys are nothing. The best thing you got going for yourselves are the outfits. That same night, we have a meeting with Rusty Rose, and he asks if we'd like to be a guest referee, because he doesn't have enough referees for the show. This is where guest referees come from, and even though we shat all over Maple Leaf Grappling, we're getting $1,500 for this, so we're gonna do a good job. One of the people in the match is actually the champion, though, so this is gonna end pretty quickly, I think. It sucks to see a belt so close to us and yet so far out of our reach, but we fucked Maple Leaf Grappling over so hard there's no way Maple Leaf is going to give us a title shot ever. And you know, being a referee was fun and all, but I don't think you get a belt for being a referee, not to my knowledge anyway. So let's not make a habit of being a referee. We have a meeting next week with Rusty Rose, and he says he's picked out a new outfit for us, and you know, actually, I think the outfit looks pretty chill, considering how we've been building up our own branding. You know, this is a much more heroic outfit than the one we used to have. We're basically just straight up milking Maple Leaf Grappling's resources so that way we can make ourselves more appealing to sell to a different promoter. And then we have a match against Vito Soprano. You may remember he was our ally, along with Bubba Hyena. He's not our ally anymore. Any guesses as to why? The answer is because we took all of his pins, didn't let him get any of the popularity from the group matches, and basically just used him like we've been using everyone. And you know, we'll use him here too. He's angry and the crowd is booing at him because he has shit for popularity and we have really high popularity and everybody loves us, so winning this match will just make us more popular, and you know, it's just a good time for us in general. It's just a good time. Why are we wearing this? What are we wearing? Do you hear those fucking cheers? Those are the cheers of stardom, Vito Soprano. You've lost. You've lost the game of life, and we have won. And it's the end of 2018, and it says we have won 76% of our matches. Hell yes, we have. Hell yes, we have. Alright, the next match we have is a weird one. It's 4-man furniture smash, hardcore, which means no DQs. We just, you lose if you get smashed into furniture. That's how this one goes. And, our moves aren't actually all that great for throwing people, so we just let most of them lose while we hung out around the sides until there was only one left. Because that's just how we roll. Using people is our thing. And we won. Like we always win because we are the best, and the next promoter to grab us is going to give us a title shot. Alright, our next match is against Brad Goodman, and he's frankly way the fuck out of our league. He's in a team with one of the title holders of Maple Leaf, so he's way out of our league, but that's okay, I have a backup plan for this situation. You know, you brought this on yourself, Brad Goodman. You brought this on yourself. You wanted to do this. You wanted to do this match. You brought this on yourself. You hear the people cheering? That's because I rock and you suck. Our next match is a one-on-one against some fucker named Super Stan, and we fought him a while ago, but he's completely unremarkable. He starts talking shit about our manager, Bubba Hyena, and yeah, Bubba Hyena does suck at wrestling and managing, but we've been using him to get into group fights. So, you know, him being a shit manager, not really important. What's important is that he was able to book us group fights. You know, that's all we wanted. Anyway, we beat the shit out of Super Stan with our bat, and we're about to get my favorite bit of dialogue in this game, which I was hoping we would get before the Let's Play ended, so I hope you're ready for it. I mean, no, Super Stan, we had absolutely no problem beating you without the bat before, I just really wanted someone to use that line of dialogue. And then after that, Bubba Hyena has the audacity to demand that we pay him. It is correct that we weren't even paying him before as our manager, we were giving him no money at all. And you know what, I think we're gonna continue to not give him any fucking money. We got what we wanted out of him, and our contract is nearing its end, so see you later, dickhead. The next match after that is a wrestling event for charity, and you know, we do have to give the audience a good show this time. This one is for charity. So we're not just gonna shove a bat up someone's ass again, even though that's what people come here to see. But no, this one is for charity, so we're gonna make a good show. We're gonna wrestle using actual wrestling. And since this is an inter-promotion match against Federation Online, you know, if some other promotion would happen to notice how good we are at wrestling, that couldn't hurt. You know, I feel like we may be one of the worst decisions of Rusty Rose's life. When he signed us, he said we weren't a priority for him, and he thought we couldn't do a lot for his brand. Oh boy, did he not know how right he was. Not only are we not doing a lot for the Maple Leaf Grappling brand, but we are fucking milking it for all it's worth, just so that we can get a title shot at another promotion. It's a good thing he signed us up for such a fucking absurdly long contract. Most contracts are not 37 weeks long, so we had a lot of time to fuck him over. And you know what feels good to win? A lot of people say wrestling isn't about winning, it's about how you win. It feels good to win. And because we've been winning so much, we're going to be worth a lot of money to a different promotion, so thanks for all your help, Maple Leaf. And after that, we fight a really, really long succession of one-on-one matches, mostly because we fired our manager, and he was how we were getting those group battles. But, you know, our contract is almost over, so we don't need to fucking worry too much. We have more than enough popularity to get signed by someone else. You know, you may be thinking, where did it all go so wrong? Quota seemed like such a nice person, but nothing went wrong. Nothing went wrong. Right now, we're getting signed up for Super Lucha Libre. Our popularity, I believe, is at 90% or over it, which means we are way too good for Super Lucha Libre, but that's exactly what we want. This contract has no creative freedom, but we're gonna sign it because, like I said, we're too good for Super Lucha Libre. Which means that if they want to keep us, they're going to have to give us a title shot soon. We won't have to do too much ladder climbing, you know, because we're already so popular. It's not going to take long. And if it does, we'll just move somewhere else. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the fucking name change request. It's always the fucking name first when they take away your creative freedom. It's always the fucking name. And no, we don't want to be called a young boy. But the thing is that even if you answer with, no, I don't want to be called a young boy, it doesn't matter. Because you signed a contract with no creative freedom, dummy. You're gonna be called young boy no matter what. But if I'm reading the scene properly, we'll be offered a better contract in the same promotion very soon. This is probably a test contract to see how we do at this promotion. And I'll see you next time for our first match at Super Lucha Libre. Look at that. Can't change fucking anything about us, but that'll change soon. This is our big chance. This is our big chance. Let's not blow it.